So it's Brutus Magna here. I have a unfortified town assault against Volcae, the town of Tolosa. I have about the same number of troops once you take into account the garrison army, but my troops are much more well trained, and I've got very heavy troops like the veteran legionaries, I've got some Vigili, some Tarentine cavalry, mercenary Tarentine cavalry, some Celtic warriors, some Molossan dogs, some Dacian bowmen. On Volcae's side there's some heavy cav, some chosen sword, some chosen spear, I think that is, some levy spears, levy freemen, I think, and some mercenary Gallic warriors, Celtic slingers, Celtic U's, I think they are, and more or less the same sort of mix in the garrison army. So, in this small town, you know, I had enough units I could come in and lock that way off, I could come in on that way, I come in along here, I have positioned some mercenary Tarentine cavalry to come here at an opportunistic moment. You know, so he's positioning his heavy horse around the middle of the town here, mercenary Gallic warriors, levy freemen. He's moving his chosen swordsman up to form a front line against essentially what I'm bringing in, these Vigiles, although these Vigiles come into the entranceway you can see ahead of you, which is not really where the fight starts. The fight actually starts over here, and I bring around my legionaries. I form a line across here so that I can just you know, use missile fire from the legionaries actually on this front line that he has of his chosen swordsman. Same time, you know, I'm bringing my Vigiles down and these veteran legionaries, other missile fire on this entranceway. It's a separate assault. So I've got that going on. And really he's just waiting for me to attack. Here's my legionaries coming in. I'm bringing down my other troops. Positioning some mercenary Thracian peltasts. I try to, if I'm the one taking the initiative and they're defending, you know, I try very much to use missile fire as much as possible to kill as much of them off as possible before actually engaging in melee combat. In this case, as I've been getting used to, I use also the dogs, lost dogs. Oddly they stop there because my trainers aren't close enough. The game really needs to have a circle around the trainers so you can know how far the dogs will go to. So they're just sort of standing there barking, looking menacing. I'm bringing some veteran legionaries up there to back up my legionaries. The dogs aren't getting fired on, they're not getting attacked, so it's not a problem. It's just frustrating, so eventually I notice this and bring in the trainers a little bit closer to, here they come now, to allow the dogs to actually get in an attack. Against the chosen swordsman, the dogs are really not that good, it seems. They don't do too much. I bring in my legionaries pretty much just now, and position them where I said, They have missile fire. It's very powerful that they fire at their discretion. So here comes a volley. It's quite good, and I've got my other missile fire now backing them up. So there's going to be another volley of legionary fire there. Chosen Swordsmen back off. They can't take that kind of missile fire. These spears come in, which also really are not appropriate just to sit there and take missile fire. So eventually what happens is, of course, what they have to do is to charge and get into melee combat, which they do right now. So these legionaries are very capable of holding back all of this for some time, which is good. Now they're all sort of bunched up. They become a bit of a target for a lot of missile fire. And I switched on flaming fire. But it was a bit close to my own troops, so my own troops got it, so I turned it off. I turn it on again later, and as you'll see, to a very good effect. So this fight is now more or less going to take care of itself. So I'm moving in. My Vigilese has already been a bit of an attack here from my bowmen. They're firing at me with their Celtic slingers, which have a long range. Effectively, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up my Vigilese to form a line like this, both of them, and then I'm going to march through my mercenary Celtic warriors to counterattack their Celtic slingers. I think I do this a lot. I have a line that I move another line of troops through it, and sort of keep going like that. One line is being defensive, the other line is attacking, offensive. So they have missiles as well. That's quite effective. What happens about now, though, is that the enemy does bring back a unit of Gaelic warriors to try to just put a stop to my advance. There's not much that comes back, really. So I'd also brought around the Vigilese, brought them around from here to here, so I've sort of moved up now. They've got their missile fire here, but I've got my mercenary Tarantine cavalry here that are quite good at skirmishing. You can see, if these guys are trying to chase them, well, they can just ride off. And they're quite good at. They've got a bit of armour as well, so they can stand up a bit. But these Celtic slingers are wasted. So now we've got some more Celtic slingers. Actually, they're all Celtic slingers here. I can't quite get to them yet because I'm still handling these Gaelic warriors, these mercenary Gaelic warriors up here. But that's about all these mercenary Gaelic warriors have, so I decided to sort of try to get a reverse attack on this really big mob with my Vigilese, just bring them in. They've gone and brought back some Celtic news to attack my Vigilese there, to hold back there, to this kind of rear guard, some Levy Freeman. So the Vigilese are taking them on while I finish off these Celtic slingers. Now that I've kind of moved through, I'm moving through as well my Vigilese to back up these other Vigilese. So now I've got 2 units of Vigilese. I set the dogs onto the Celtic slingers. That's a really good use of the dogs, I think, in this kind of unit. Although the dogs throw the fire as well, friendly fire, they're still are good to look at them. They've given up. Now the dogs have moved on to the next pack, the next Celtic slingers. So taking arrow fire. So they give up pretty quickly and die. Those mercenary Gallic warriors. Well, here they are. Okay, they're all dead. And so now I can make a full rear attack on this large mob down here. This is still sort of going on. I'm in my legionaries here. I backed them up with some more veteran legionaries. These thrashing peltists had moved in, I think, because I had asked to attack a group that had retreated. I really should have put them on, taken them off skirmish mode. So just sat there firing, like I did do with the bowman, I think. So this is a large group. They've got some heavy horse here. They're trying to do their frenzied charge. That's the frenzied charge. A wedge, but of course there's not really any room for them to move. So they're a perfect target for missile fire. I've got some back here. I've got legionary. I've got my Dacian bowmen coming from this side. I've got Dacian bowmen coming from the other side. I've turned on now the flaming arrow. You can see it's quite safe to fire the flaming arrow. They're all going to start getting hit by flaming arrow. I think a lot of flaming arrow in a big group like this is a very good way of just breaking the whole group. Just looking at the frame rate, I'm getting 7 or 8 frames per second, it says on the recording. So the GTX 780, everything on extreme. You can see, a lot of them now, they've kind of gone down this one green. There's a couple of greens there. They're going red here on the solid tribesmen. Getting a bit more yellow. This flaming arrow comes in. I've got my veteran legionaries coming in here. This one saw warriors. So the flaming arrow is having a really good effect. My legionaries are still holding in quite well. It's no problem. I lose quite a few in the first unit, but such is war. Troops don't last very long, they're about to break, and when they break, they basically break all at the same time. I think some of them have started now. They run out of this conveniently left gap here. See they're wavering, more flaming arrow, really getting into the heart of them. And they're fleeing. Some of the flaming arrows outnumbered, a much better troops. I killed a lot more. 2,000 kills compared to only 349 kills by General Rudos. The dogs got 100 kills, 100 kills. I think this unit were on the Chosen Swordsman in the beginning. 479 kills from these legionaries, and there's still almost half of them left. So these are quite good troops, and nothing really to speak of on this side. So that was